How did Babe Ruth feel about his parents after the orphanage? How did Babe Ruth feel about his parents after his time at the orphanage? This question takes us on a journey through the life of one of baseball's greatest legends. Babe Ruth, born George Herman Ruth Jr., had a complex relationship with his parents, shaped by his upbringing at St. Mary's Industrial School for Boys. Babe Ruth was not an orphan in the traditional sense. His parents, George Sr. and Katie Ruth, sent him to the orphanage not because they had passed away, but because they struggled to manage his behavior. His father found it particularly hard to control young George Jr. and believed that the orphanage would provide better discipline and care for him. At St. Mary's, Babe Ruth found a fatherly figure in brother Matthias, who became a key mentor in his life. This relationship was vital for Ruth, as it provided him with the attention and confidence he lacked at home. It is clear that his emotional needs were not fully met by his parents, which likely influenced how he felt about them later in life. Tragically, his mother, Katie, passed away in 1912 while he was still at the orphanage. His father, George Sr., died in 1918 after remarrying and getting involved in a violent situation. By the time of his father's death, Ruth had already become a baseball star and had little attachment to his hometown of Baltimore. He rarely returned, except to visit his sister Mamie, the only other child from his parents' marriage. Ruth's limited contact with his family and avoidance of his birthplace suggest a certain emotional distance. He seemed to have distanced himself from his parents and the challenges of his early life. Instead, his strongest connections were with the mentors at St. Mary's, rather than with his biological parents. Babe Ruth's story illustrates how personal hardships and family struggles can shape the character of legendary athletes. His journey reflects how the support of mentors and institutions can provide a foundation for greatness, even when family relationships are strained. Ruth's experience shows that the path to sports stardom often involves overcoming not just physical challenges but also emotional and familial obstacles.